Приветствую всех на канале Драконы Серебряной Луны. Меня зовут Андрей, и мы продолжаем играть в великолепную...
Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Да, и у нас вот тут вот резко появляется спальный мешок. Так, у нас сейчас мы окружены мортирой, которая, мне кажется, не будет сильно уж полезной, да? Поэтому давайте возьмем пистолеты. Ее наша оставим. И
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
Хорошо.
Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
Последний раз. Пусти-ка нас. Спасибо за... Арена. Черная арена.
They met on the worst day of Zolf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away. It wasn't the first time Zolf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him. He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylandian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zolf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy. When the missionary passed away, Zolf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia. Zolf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen. And listen they did.
К сожалению, я не успеваю все время следить за сюжетом, потому что здесь нужна достаточно хорошая реакция.
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people. However, Zolf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Ceylandia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zolf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. It's all right. He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular. This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zolf. She told him she knew all the city's best-kept secrets.
Осталось отразить 7 волн. Ага.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zolf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style. He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all. Don't worry about it.
Что-то он крепкий парень.
That story don't end well anyway.
Ладно, возвращаемся в Бастион. Не получилось, к сожалению, эту миссию пройти. Мне как-то неохота ее по новой перепроходить, если честно. Как и говорил, эту миссию мы пройдем с 3-го раза, и неохота 3 раза там браться. Тем более я не знаю, что против них придумать, эти умения. Дуэльные пистолеты. Кошмар. Мина. Ручная граната. Прыжок с копьем. Ладно.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Терминал это зала. Последняя, так понимаю, миссия. Раз у нас не получилось пройти, то, значит, будем проходить это.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Терминал это зала.
But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
У них просто тут еще падает хпшка их. Все, я понял, как будем действовать.
The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Well, all of us are waiting for a kid.
Травил, ты смотри, да? Бежим.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. Zealandia will be whole again. everything will be back to normal.
Все, далеки кончились. Окей. Как отбились от этой толпы. Только за счет того, что с каждой из них попадал по бутыльку.
Problem is,
Проблема в том, в чем проблема?
we'll all be gone.
Я что-то забыл отключить.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
Все это просто закончится. Окей.
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right?
Вау. Подождите, я не могу теперь кувыркаться, да? Могу только прыгать. Окей. Ну, конечно.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Пойду дальше. Ой, жутко неудобно. Вот какие неудобности. Снежки.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done. You could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
О, еще великих.
Wouldn't you agree? Well,
Свидание. Выпили. Небесный путь.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Я не знаю, наверное, тут можно было выполнить какую-нибудь дополнительную миссию. А нет. Бежим. Тихо. Я надеюсь, ты один такой здесь?
Who am I kidding?
Ух. Не, прыжки мне вообще не нравятся. Куда? По этим
Look.
осколочкам. Слушай.
There's something else. A confession.
Ты и есть главное зло, да, старик? Печально. Нет?
How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
Молодец. Да?
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
Все понимаю, да? Старик, ты же писал Бастион.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Ну, прыгаем мы. Ну и что? Что? Ну и куда мы идем?
The answer is,
Просто.
I don't know.
Он не знает. Окей, ну, шанс хоть какой-то есть.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
То есть я могу пойти сюда, могу пойти сюда. Нет? Нет, только туда. Окей.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Окей. Иду.
The weight of the calamity, it's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
С дороги.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
Защищаться. Окей, меня учили. Только мне...
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores
Сразу.
and we'd take off away from here.
Окей. Как скажешь, старик, я тебе доверяю. Философский чувачок. Я ничего не хочу
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
Эвакуацию людей из Кайландии.
You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Вообще, как дышит. Всё. Пошли.
Magazine! Stop gone!
Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
Идем сюда.
Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Celandia.
Давай.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Мне возвращаться, я понимаю. Пытается скрыться со скрипом. Просто как мне не нравится, что он такой стал медленно двигаться, а? Что ты пошел?
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Ого, крепкий парень. Оказался.
It's such a shame, but that's life.
Все, прости. Прости, да, конечно. Что же?
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Ого, читать друг с дружкой. Ну и что вы застыли? А, они его порезали. Выбор. Пройти мимо, бросить тело Зулфа и двигаться дальше с одним тараном. Положение Зулфа безнадежно, он будет только мешать. Его месть не принесла ничего, кроме страданий. Важно лишь вернуть осколок невредимым, взять Зулфа с собой, бросить осадный таран и подобрать Зулфа. Зулф сильно ранен, но все еще дышит. Отчаявшись, его соотечественники настроились против него. Он чуть не разрушил Бастион, но все же... Да возьмем Зулфа с собой, будем добрыми. Мы же добрый парень. Ну, конечно, злодей еще тот.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
А, можно вот эту активировать штуку. Давай. Держись, держись, парень.
Don't you worry though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
Пошли. Добрую концовку сделаем. Надеюсь, что добрую.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are ya?
Держись! Идем, идем на прорыв. В спину стреляют, очень больно стреляют в спину. И аптечки осталось. Плохо, я не могу биться. Слишком много. Берусь. Я не могу ничего сделать. А как пройти-то здесь? Пускают нас все-таки. Пустили. Видите, они такие, не вести огонь, пусть уходит.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
В руках. Рукс убивает время. Бастион. Так, ну мы спасли.
Hey, kid.
Парень. Вставай.
Get up, kid.
Давай.
Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up.
Давай. Молодец.
That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
Давайте.
The Bastion. It's finally finished.
Так.
Now, there's something I want you to see.
Что же мы должны увидеть?
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
Давай, рассказывай.
Hey, kid.
Спросите, восстановили силы Бастиона, что произойдет, если Бастион все исправит.
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Эвакуация.
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
Понятно. Спасем, сейчас спасем, только сейчас со всеми побеседуем.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
Ага, то есть можем остаться либо с ними двумя, либо предотвратить катастрофу.
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up.
Пожалуйста.
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Инициальный протокол Бастион. Внимание, данный протокол установит прежнее состояние мира. Процесс необратим, использует только по назначению. Данный процесс нанесет невосстановленный урон ядру и сделает невозможным восстановление. Протокол. То есть можем уехать, а можем остановить мир. Давайте спасем мир. Конец. Прощайте, друзья. То есть, как понимаю, они погибли.
It's finished.
Миром.
Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one.
Прощай, старик.
Ceylandia, we're coming home.